Let us look at these questions. Question 16, it says that Adeline discovered that houses in countries with season usually have windows that have two layers of glass or double pane window, trapping air in between them as shown in the diagram below as shown here. So you can see here on the left is the traditional single layer of glass. On the right is this two layer of glass trapping air in between them. Let me enlarge slightly for you to have a clearer visualization of these two different types of glass. So in question A, explain how this helps to keep temperature inside the room higher than the outside for a longer period of time as compared to windows with only a single layer of glass. That means students, they must be able to understand. Imagine that there are people inside this house with these two layers of glass trapping air in between them compared to another similar house with only a single layer of glass. Okay, why do people in this house with a double layer of glass is able to keep the temperature in the house at a higher temperature for a longer period of time? So they must understand two important concepts. Firstly, they must state that because in between these two layers of glass is this a layer of air. So firstly, they must identify that the characteristic of air. So you must state, air is a poor conductor of heat. It would reduce heat lost from the inside of the house to the outside. Okay, why is this so? So they must explain that the nature of temperature flow or heat flow, not temperature flow. As heat flows from the region of higher temperature, I use a short form here, temp, due to the shortage of space. So you must state that as heat flows from a region of higher temperature to the region of lower temperature, therefore the temperature of the inside of the house can remain higher for a longer period of time compared to house with a single layer of glass. Okay, why is that so? Because with only a single layer of glass, right, there is no air being trapped. So no air being trapped, it means that the heat from the inside of the house can be lost more easily to the outside of the house. Because in winter, the outside is maybe sub-zero, like -7 degrees Celsius, but inside the house maybe is 25 degrees centigrade with the heater on. So a double layer glass with this air trapped in between act as a deterrent or as a barrier so that the heat from the inside of the house will not be lost so easily compared to the single layer of glass. So I hope that this clarifies your understanding. If not, you can scan the QR code on this page to revisit my explanation. Let's continue to part B. So would this double pane window be useful during hot summer? Definitely, because the student must be able to visualize in summer, the external of the house will be having a higher temperature than the internal. So I have lived in Shanghai before during its summer as I was teaching in the Shanghai Singapore International School back then. During summer, the external temperature can be as high as 38 degrees centigrade or even higher, like 40. But the interior house, if you turn on the aircon, it can be like 22 degrees Celsius, cool comfort. So external, maybe 40 degrees to make it a good comparison. Inside is 20. So the heat will flow from the outside to the inside. So having this double layer will definitely help. So similarly, you must say yes and state the same property. Air is a poor conductor of heat. It will reduce heat gain from the outside of the house to the inside. Because now, if you stay inside, right, if you don't turn on the air conditioning, you will get warmer because the heat flows from the higher temperature external to the internal. So with this double layer, right, the air acts as a barrier so that the air inside the house will not gain heat as fast compared to a single layer of glass. So I've explained these questions, and if you scroll down below, we are testing these skills here, and the concept tested here is heat loss. Heat loss is for part A. Heat will flow from a region of higher temperature to a region of lower temperature. And then actually for part B is testing the opposite, heat gain. And also they test the property of air. Air is a poor conductor of heat. So I wish you well as you continue to use the Casco publication to help you in the understanding of various important scientific concepts. So this is a very good questions. And indeed, these questions appear many times in schools' end of year examination, as well as prelim examinations, as well as the actual PSLE science. So thank you very much. And I'm Mr. Howard Yu. Cheers.